Welcome to the press conference for the No Excuses 7th of May show, which is taking place here at York Hall. The press conference is being done in association with Boxing News, who will be showcasing the press conference to their 2 million viewers as well. So we're delighted that on this event we have a fantastic top of the bill. It's Olivia's show, but unfortunately she's not well today, so I'm holding the floor for her. The top of the bill is an English title fight between Johnny Garton on my left here and Ryan Fields from the Midlands. And for us, we hope that it's going to be the first Goodwin boxing English champion. We've done everything we can to give Johnny home advantage. And since I have taken Johnny under our wing here at the Goodwin team, he's undefeated. He was Southern Area champion, defended it twice. Won an English eliminator, and now he's in for an English title. And obviously we hope that he can beat Ryan, and if he does, then we would fully expect Johnny to be fighting for a British title in the not too distant future. And he couldn't happen to a nicer chap, and it'd be a privilege if we're part of that success. Before I go on, I'll just introduce everybody that's here, and I'll start off our left. Ryan Crawford. If any of you haven't watched this on the internet, if you watch his last fight, it probably was one round of mayhem. Probably one of the most exciting rounds of boxing I've seen, although I'm sure Ryan doesn't want too many more of them in the future. Great fight, whatever you do, go and watch that fight. Showed massive determination to come from being rocked in a shot to finishing off a fight in one round. It was an amazing fight, well worth watching. And Ryan brings all the excitement to the ring, and I'm sure he'll be doing that once again on May the 7th. Next to Ryan's Alan Smith. He's Johnny's trainer, amongst others. He trains Bradley Skeet, who's the British champion in the same division that Johnny's competing for the English title. And one thing we're sure is that Bradley won't be fighting Johnny, that's for sure. But Alan's trained many numerous champions over the years, and he's done an absolutely phenomenal job with Johnny, taking him from the start, from the disappointment in prize fighter to through all the titles, and now the biggest night of his career, an English title fight back here. On my left, Johnny Garton. I can't really say too much more than I already have. The only blemish in his career was a loss to Sam Eglinton in prize fighter, and I remember talking to Alan about that before prize fighter, and I wasn't managing Johnny at the time, and Johnny wasn't really getting the fights he wanted, and he knew he wasn't really a 3-round fighter, but he took the fight to try and get some exposure. It's just one of those things, but it didn't make any difference, and we're here where we are today, and he's done a phenomenal job the last 18 months. On my right hand side is a lad making his debut on the show. He's got an interesting story. He comes from Italy, went over to America to fight in the Golden Gloves, become friends with Paulie Malignaggi, who supported him all the way, and he makes his big debut on May the 7th. I think you're going to see massive things from Andrea Crepaldi. And on Andrew's right hand side is Tony Pill. Tony's Andrea's trainer, and he's taken him under his wing, and he's doing a great job with him, and I'm sure that this is going to be the start of many champions that Tony produces in due course. So just going back to the left and Ryan, that fight last time, what did you learn from it?
Learn to keep your hands up, that was the first thing I learned. Yeah, do you know what, obviously I had a bit of trouble with my nose throughout sparring. I was using this wrong head guard with bar, and I ain't got the smallest nose in the world, as you probably can notice, but I was using one with a bar, kept squashing my nose basically, and damaging my nose. And literally it was only a jab, but I think the blood through in the last fight, and just broke my nose and popped. You saw how much blood was coming out, just pouring out, pissing out the blood. And ref obviously come over, had a look at it, doctor had a look and said, look, you know, you have to get this sorted out. So obviously knew I had to stop it. Obviously I come out about 30 seconds later, I got to stop it. So yeah, it worked out well. Alright.
Tell us about how the training's gone for this fight. Who's training you now? What's going on? You've had to change the training setup, haven't you?
Yeah, so I was training at the Peacock here. I was getting good, great sparring there. But obviously I live in West London, so it's hard for me to get the training, the travel. It took me 2 hours a day, it was a whole day out, do you know what I mean, getting to training every day. So I've now got a Russian trainer called Serge, he's a good top trainer. train like James the Gale, George Bowes.
So Mr. Smith, what's your view on this fight? Do you have Johnny as favourite, and how do you see the fight going?
I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Ryan Fields, I've got to see him live and practice game on the British Garton. He's very strong, very robust, a little bit slow on his feet, but I think if John sticks to the game plan, it will be very, very tough. But I won't give John probably the edge in ability and speed. But I just think that the best person, the best game plan will win.
So are you saying that as the man who devises the game plan, that it's going to be your fault if he loses?
Things go wrong, but I don't think he will. I mean, John's only got one loss in, I think, 18, 19 fights. He's beaten Adam Battle, I think he's on the same level as Ryan. But I think John will stick to it. He's had great sparring in the gym. The gym's had a lift with a couple of champions lately, so I think he'll do everything he needs to do to win.
I think in London, just talking about your gym specifically, a lot of gyms in London get quite high, they're quite a sort of higher profile. You sort of do things a bit quieter, don't you? But you've got a lot of really good boxers in the gym. Top class. Let's talk about the other boxers you have in the gym. It's worth people knowing who you've got. You've got some really good talent in there.
Yeah, well, we've been fortunate over the years to be able to get kids from nothing all the way to British level. Sam Webb, Gary Walker, Matthew Barney, all of them winning British titles for us. But we like to just keep quiet, work our way through and get to the positions. But we've got Bradley Skeet, the British Commonwealth and WBO champion, Lewis Petit, the WBA Continental, Darryl Williams, the Southern area, Andy Dingsdale, the former Southern area, and we've got other young kids, Danny Carr, who's quite a puncher, and a new signing with Lerone Richards, who went to the Olympics. So we just do our own thing slowly and try and manoeuvre into the right position.
So Johnny, it's the biggest fight so far, isn't it, I think, for you? But, how's the support you've had for this fight? I mean, are people coming out of the droves to support you and do they realise what a big fight it is? And how confident do you feel about it?
Yeah, I've had great support for this fight. Obviously, Tyler Goodwin, that fell through, and literally everyone's got their tickets over, and I'm still getting more tickets. I think I'm going to have to order some more by the end of this week. And everyone's right below me, and that's a big fight. I've come from nowhere basically, and I've worked my way up, and that's just through hard work. So everyone is right getting behind me, and I'm very confident,
And have you seen the opponent? What sort of threats do you think he poses to you?
I only watched him when Bradley Skeet boxed at the British, and he looked big, strong, he looked like he could pack a punch, and I'll find out when I'm in there.
Do you think this poses a stronger threat than Tyler, or would you say that just different fighters just posing different threats?
I think it will be a tougher fight than Tyler. Obviously, I think Tyler had the experience, but Ryan, I think, will be bigger, stronger, and he's a natural welter. And I do think this will be a harder fight than Tyler's going to be.
Do you sort of see it as a fight that goes the distance, or do you think it's something you can finish early?
I'd like to finish it early, but I personally think it goes to points because I'm not much of a puncher, and I'm hoping he won't take me out. So we'll see.
And I'd like to introduce everyone to Andrea Kapowi, who's it's a big moment for him. Professional debut is always a massive thing for each boxer. And how's it all been going, and are you looking forward to it?
First of all, I'm sorry for my English and for my accent. It's a lifetime dream coming true. I started with this sport when I was 15 years old. Like 90% of the boxer, I was a troublemaker. I got arrested, and I was like, I need to find a better way to spend my time. I stepped in the gym, and that was it. I've done more than 70 amateur fights. I met Paulie Malignaggi in 2007 when he was in Italy. I had the opportunity to go to the States. I fought for the Garton belts, and then now I'm ready to turn pro. So now I'm never, and I just want to fight.
And Tony, what can everybody expect with Andrea on the night? What sort of fighter can they expect, and what sort of performance do you expect?
Well, as you've heard, Andrea's got a very interesting backstory, and I feel like we're quite lucky to have him fighting here in London, and especially at York Hall. What we expect, what I've seen of him, he's fit, he's strong, he can box, but he's exciting, he hits so hard, and and it's going to be a good few years or more, which means it's going to be exciting.
And tell us more about where you train from, and what you've been doing, and the sort of things that you work on within day to day.
So it's tough, like I guess for everybody as well. But Andrea works full time, but we train as much as we can. We train every day. We train hard. We try and travel around and we spar as much as we can with some top guys and trying to test him out. And what we've seen so far, what the people around us it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good.
Who have you actually been sparring in preparation for this?
We sparred a few rounds with Johnny Boyle, who won prize fighter, and we're hoping to get some with Lenny Dawes as well in the next few weeks. And,
That's good quality sparring then.
well, and he's looked good.
So I've got to say, very excited to see Andrea make his debut. It's going to be one of the highlights of the night. To say this could well be, and we hope the first Goodwin boxing English champion, first of many, but it would be great for us if Johnny Garton is that English champion. Is there any questions from anybody? Is there anybody on the panel? On that basis, we'll wind it up. All we can say is good luck to Johnny on the 7th, and I'm sure he's going to bring back the English title.